What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode clip of Pree Da Podcast. And just a reminder, these are only shortened clips. And if you want to listen to the full episode, make sure you click the first link in the description below. Or alternatively, you can type in Pree Da Podcast on all of your audio listening platforms. And if you want to watch what goes on behind the scenes, make sure you follow our Instagram at Pree Da Podcast. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys on the other side.
Yeah, even though like they say, oh, comedy is art, even though it sounds cringy as fuck to say comedy is art, it's like...
Gay! How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Okay, I guess.
You are now listening to Pree Da Podcast with your host, Mujaro.
What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Pree Da Podcast. And you know what I'm going to say, Mike? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Because we're trying to build a community here. And by sharing us your friends and family, that goes a long way in helping us do that. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, I'm guessing you've seen and been around loads of different atmospheres and different conditions, you know, post-COVID, COVID, and now, you know, all the different things being attacked on stage and being heckled at. What would you say is the artistry behind comedy? Because if you're dealing with a lot of people, you don't know what they're going through in their own life. Mm-hmm. You don't know how they're sensitive to certain issues. What would you say makes a good comic?
Personally, just good jokes, for one. Just be funny, you know.
It's hard. Come on, you can't just say, just be funny, fam.
Yeah, I see some people just like, they come like, yo, what should I do? I'm like, just be funny, bro.
Write that down!
Like,
would you say it's all about being you then? Being authentic to yourself?
Yeah, being authentic. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started, I thought, you know what, because I'm seeing people like James Acaster and, you know, I think Josh Willicombe and all them sort of people. I thought it was like, oh, so the whiter you sound,
what, the more impact you'll have.
yeah, that's what I thought. If I just start saying smart words and I don't know what they mean, just like that would just increase things. And it's like, nah.
People could probably see through that.
Yeah, people see through that. And I was like, yo, this ain't it. Like, even when I'm doing this, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, literally, just be myself, innit? That's literally, being myself has done me more wonders than anything.
That's good. Like, you probably heard it everywhere. Your parents, your mum saying, oh, just, you know, if you're going, you know, talent show or going on stage, just be yourself, or going on a date. Just be yourself. And at the time, you're trying to be anything but yourself. You're trying to be, you know, what's classed as cool or what's in vogue.
Yeah, I don't have those insecurities anymore, thank God. Like, if people don't like me, I'll be like, so what? I'm not going to see you again. Like, yeah. Literally, like.
True. And I feel like, once you get to a certain stage, people know what to expect. Like you said, Dave Chappelle fans know what they want on why they're going to Dave Chappelle. They're not trying to get jokes that another comedian would say, but put a Dave Chappelle's face on it. That's not going to quench their thirst. They want someone who's actually real and they can relate to. I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like even Patrice O'Neill said it.
Patrice.
God rest his soul. Like literally, like he said one of the realest things ever. It's like bad jokes and good jokes
come from the same place.
It's like you're not trying to like be vindictive or anything. You're just trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. Like Dave Chappelle said it as well. It's like I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it to be funny. Yeah,
like. And you always take that risk. You always have to take that risk.
Yeah, it's like, even jokes that I thought that would, like, you know, won't hurt anybody, they've pissed off a lot of people. And I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. And obviously, if you're taking that risk, you have to be trying to be edgy. Because no one wants the same stale, PC, cookie cutter, off the shelf type of jokes.
I heard that, but at the same time, when you're being edgy, sometimes it can be cringe as well. I've seen some comedians like try out some new stuff and they're trying to be edgy and it's just like, yeah, you're thinking too much of the edginess.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the funniness. You gotta always have that in mind. Just be funny. Like, funny first, edgy later. That's how I see it.
Okay.
You just be edgy all the way through and just be like, yo, this kid was definitely got beaten up in school.
Yeah. He just feels like he's taking out his frustrations on the crowd.
It's like a school shooter who couldn't find his gun. Like,
whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. It's just a joke. Come on. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
So he busts out the mic instead. Wow. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it that way. You don't want to be edgy at the sake of it being funny.
Yes,
because
I'd rather be funny than edgy. Like, I'll say this like this. I'd rather be funny. If I'm not edgy on the stage, I'd rather than say, yo, Michael was funny that night.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather that than to say, oh, he was edgy, I didn't laugh. It's like, yo, that's what I'm getting paid to do. I'm paid to tell jokes, make the people laugh, boom, boom, boom. Like, if I put in some bit of edginess, sprinkle a bit of edginess. That's what I do. I just sprinkle edginess.
Yeah. Like, I've seen your short videos, and yeah, they're punchy. Like, and you can hear the crowd laughing. Like, it doesn't come from a mean-spirited place. Like, you probably talk from, most of the time, it's from your own experience. It's like,
point of view.
Your point of view, because everything's subjective. Well, not everything's subjective, but your experience is, unique to you.
Yeah.
But would you say, in the current climate, there's a space for edgy comedy? Would you say
there is a space for it? I feel like there's a space for everything.
Yeah, but like, I feel like you're right. There is a space for everything, but I feel like for it to be successful, it feels like you have to water it down when it comes to edgy comedy.
Even like, as you said, Andrew Schwartz, he's edgy, isn't it?
He's very edgy. Like, my girlfriend, she hates him. She hates him. Like you said, edgy can come off as cringy. She thinks he's cringy. And with me, I love that crap. I'm like, yeah, boy, just, he says, when he does his podcast, he says, yeah, we're just guys, it's basically locker room chat, busting balls, taking a piss out of each other, and his audience knows what to expect. But, like I said, if you take that same clip and bring it onto a mainstream platform, like Comedy Central or ABC.
Now, look what he did. He tripled it. He's used his savings to make that thing, Bobby, and he tripled it.
Yeah,
it's
so
like, there's that space. No one can complain, oh, there's no space for this anymore. It's like, look at Andrew Schwartz.
Yeah, so the backstory for that is, so Andrew Schwartz is an American comedian. He recently released his comedy special. So originally the comedy special was supposed to go to a streaming service. We all know it was going to be Netflix. Come on. He's already done a special on Netflix before, so I'm assuming, I don't know any sources on that, I'm assuming it was going to be Netflix. And they said to him, some of these jokes, if you have to cut him still, if you have to hit the cutting room floor. And he was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'll just buy back my special. So he bought back his, rights to the special.
Which costs a lot.
Yeah, probably something in the millions at least.
Like a lot.
Yeah. So he bought it back, and then he sold it to the people. He said, you know what? I don't want to sacrifice my artistic integrity, and I know what my audience wants. So if my audience, who's going to be watching the special on your platform, if my audience want to support me and want to see more content from me, I'm going to put it, instead of Netflix, I'm going to put it on my own platform, and then people will pay, like, I don't know what it was. I haven't had the chance to watch it yet.
It's probably
probably something reasonable, like $7.99.
I might watch it on my way back, but
I'll try to watch it sometime.
I'm just busy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, it's true.
I don't hate him. I'm just busy.
I'm just busy. And I want to support, but I'm like, do I even have time to watch an hour and a half?
Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. So he releases it and says everyone is available for pre-order, and then literally 3 days later he comes back and says, we've released it, and unfortunately we've tripled our investment and we're making bank. He says, thank you to supporters, and, keep on buying it, and we'll have some good news.
There's always place for, if you're an edgy comedian, there's always place for you. There's always if someone who likes that sort of stuff, they'll let people know, and before you know it, you have a big audience.
Yeah. So word would spread, and I think that's just
But again, you have to be good at comedy. You can't just go around saying, hey, so rape jokes. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, there's no setups or nothing, so like, nothing funny in the... come on, you gotta make it funny. Like,
yeah, you have to have some
even if
thought
something
behind it.
Isn't funny, you gotta try hard to make it funny. So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Because even George Carlin, God rest his soul, he said one of the funniest rape jokes ever. He said, what if they were raped by dogs? And I was just like, and then he was just like, why?
Why raped by dogs?
Oh, I don't know whether it was like, I don't know. Listen, I don't remember the joke. He said something about someone getting raped and then it included dogs. I don't know whether the dogs were getting raped or I don't know whether the dogs were getting raped.
So he could subvert expectation by saying the triggering word like, rape.
Yeah.
And then everyone's already on high alert. Oh my God, where's he going to go with this? And then he talks about dogs. And then he kind of like softens the blow.
So
because it's not what you think. It's not like
it's also like, dogs are rapists.
What do you mean by that?
Like, have you not seen they always come and...
They're always shagging
trying to hump on someone's leg. Like, so basically, like, if a dog does that to you, they are sexually harassing you. It's not
exactly.
Like,
they might like you, but they might also love you too.
And listen, whenever time I see someone doing that, they're saying, hey, down boy. So it's like, come on, it's not...
Yeah,
no
down.
consent.
Yeah, there's no consent. No, boy, no. So that's good. I feel like that's a lesson to all artists that if you believe in your art enough,
in your craft, like, someone will like it.
Someone will like it. All you need to be is consistent.
You go to a museum. Sometimes I go to museums and I see artwork and I'm like, this is a piece of shit. But, people are actually...
Yeah, people are there like, oh my God, this is so good.
Like,
the way it just caresses the canvas.
I don't know if you're into art like me, but I think, what's his name again? He did the tomato soup thing, Andy Warhol or something like that.
No, sorry, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, he basically painted a picture of a can of soup. And people love it.
Wow. Losing their minds for it?
Yeah, it's like Andy Warhol, so, he does a lot of, it looks cartoony, but it looks realistic at the same time. So it's like, one of his biggest artworks is when he did Campbell's soup, Campbell's tomato or mushroom soup or something like that. And people just like, I remember I was in art class, right, and I got told to research this. And I'm just like, this is a piece of shit. This is actually a piece of shit.
And people will probably pay to go and see that piece.
People say, oh, you gotta talk about what's so good. It's like, there's nothing good. It's a piece of shit. It's just, like, you can make that on you can get some teenager to make that on freaking
Paint.
Photoshop.
Paint. Remember.
Paint, Photoshop, you name it. You can get like a little kid to do that now. It's like, because it's like, okay, that must have been cool back then, but looking back now, that's a piece of shit. In my eyes. Like,
yeah. And to be fair, like, with the internet, art especially, it can just go viral.
Yeah.
Same thing with dancing, obviously comedy as well, podcast. Literally anything that's creative, there's a platform for you.
Yeah.
All you need to do is release it and see what happens.
Yeah, even though like they say, oh, comedy is art, even though it sounds cringy as fuck to say comedy is art, it's like...
Gay! How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Okay, I guess. But it's like, again, it's subjective. So if people like your stuff, they'll watch your stuff. That's how I see it.
Exactly. So for you, what would you say your Mount Rushmore of comedians are? Because you've mentioned a lot of comedians like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Patrice O'Neill. Yeah. Who would you say is your Mount Rushmore, your top five?
Mount Rushmore, I would say, this might even shock you. So Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I would say, throwing a curveball, Russell Howard.
Russell Howard's good. I'm not gonna lie, Russell Howard is actually really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Russell Howard is very, very good. I love him. And since he got his eye corrected, he's been on another level.
Wait, someone was wrong with his eye?
Yeah, you didn't know he was, cross-eyed or cock-eyed.
I didn't even...
You didn't clock? Yeah.
No, I just thought he always just looked at the camera.
No.
I did not
You're taking a piss. No, you're taking a piss. No, you're taking a piss. You knew that. Don't lie to me.
I didn't know that, for real.
You didn't know?
Oh, big one thing I didn't know.
Yeah, so he
wore glasses for time, but I thought, okay, he's getting older. Okay.
Nah, he got laser eye correction surgery to fix his retina, so it's fixed him.
Okay, cool. You learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, his show.
So wait, when you say cocker, was it like Biggie?
No.
Okay.
It was.
It's
just slide. Just a slide. But if you knew, you knew.
Yeah, if it wasn't like Biggie Smalls, then it can't have been that bad.
Yeah.
Like, if you seen Biggie's eyes, like.
I don't even think Biggie's eyes were bad.
Bro.
We'll put a picture down.
Put a picture down. Look at Biggie's.
Put in the comment section. Let's see. Let's compare the side by side.
Biggie's eyes were just so fucked up.
So you would say Russell Howard, And
Like, Biggie's ass was so fucked up, I forgot he was fat. Like, that's
taking the
That's the
piss.
thing. I was like, yo, that was the thing I was looking at, man. It's just like,
You ain't even listening to his lyrics.
no, because when I first heard Biggie, right, I was listening through an iPod or something. Like, I didn't see him minutes. Then I saw.
I swear. So you didn't even know who Biggie was until you
I didn't
actually
see a
listened
picture
to
of him until like when I was what, 10 or 13. Within that time, I didn't know what he looked like, and I just heard his music. And I was like, wait, that's what he looks like. What's wrong with his eye? Like, I didn't care that. Everyone's talking about, oh, he's big, he's over. It's like, dude, his eye though, like, literally.
I don't care about his lyrics. His eyes though, mad.
It was creepy. It was just like, they were bug-eyed, like, literally.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. So you got Russell Howard in what, fourth, and then
No, that's third. So it's Dave, Chris, Russell Howard, and Richard Pryor.
Who's Richard Pryor?
Oh my days!
I'm a comedy fan,
dude. Like,
but I'm not a veteran like you.
Yo.
I'll put a picture up.
Oh my days!
I'll put a picture up.
He's a legend. Like, name any. If you think of any comedian, you can think of. They will say, yo, he's in their top 5.
Oh wow, he's that good. I need to start looking into the archives. Is he still doing his thing, or
he's dead?
Oh, yeah.
He's been dead since 2005, bro.
Oh, swear. Yeah, that's probably why. Cause
But literally, everyone who knows about Pryor, like, they always say, like, yo, he was the guy. There's no him, George Carlin, Richard Pryor. They are the guys. They're like the top 2. Like, put it in basketball terms, right?
okay, that's good.
Richard Pryor and George Carlin.
I'm like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Yeah, I get you. Okay, sick.
Yeah.
So is that what? That's 4?
Rushmore shows 4 people in it.
And is it?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore's only 4.
Oh crap! I'm pretty sure.
Double check that real quick.
Mount Rushmore.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Is it 5 people or 4? Is it 4? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Oh yeah, it's
4
4.
people.
My bad. It's not top 5, top 4. Yeah. My math skills are getting wayward. I need to get back on it. So those are your 4. So
those are the 4 people who inspired me, like, who I watched. Even though I saw Kevin Hart, like, I knew more about Chris Rock, and then when I found out about Dave Chappelle, that's when I was like, I went on a whole Dave Chappelle binge. Anything this guy did, I wanted to watch it. So
yeah. Like Dave Chappelle's, the Dave Chappelle show. Everyone's watched that. In some way, shape or form. You've either seen a meme of it, a clip of it, someone superimposing it there.
I think it's right. I'm not gonna lie to you. People talk about the show, but I prefer his stand up over the show.
I like both, to be honest. I really like both.
When I first saw For What It's Worth, when I was 17, I've never cackled and so fucking laugh. I was literally like trying to catch my breath. Like, no one's made me laugh like that. I was just like, I'm literally like, yo, I think I'm about how to have asthma for the first time.
Yeah. Speaking of Dave Chappelle, like, boy, I feel like he's just now a target. He's just a pinata. He's a punching bag. It feels like if anyone wants to get clicks, just put Dave Chappelle cancelled in the same sentence and you just got views. Yeah. It's mad. What the latest one is, he was supposed to be performing at a comedy show in, I can't remember where it was, but I put like a poster of it or something, and people at that theatre started to complain.
I heard about that.
They were like,
the good thing is the theatre paid Chappelle regardless.
Yeah.
So it's like
they just moved the venue. People at the original venue was like, no, how could you give him a platform? This place is supposed to be for diversity and inclusion.
My thing is this: if you're like one of the people complaining, what would you be more mad at? That they gave him a platform or they gave him money?
Ooh. Because at the end of the day, regardless,
wait, you paid him?
He's still getting that bread. Like, they don't. I feel like them trying to cancel him just gives him more money because now it's just a perpetual cycle.
I always see it like this: if you don't like someone, just don't watch their shit.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's how you make it back.
That's how you cancel them.
Yes, like literally, like back in the 60s or civil rights era, right? When black people weren't being treated nicely on the bus, they stopped using the bus.
Yeah, they started taking cycles and walking as well. The long walk to freedom. Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Yeah. So what is next for Micah Hall?
Just like more shows, more hoes. Sorry, sorry, man. No. I have a lot of women in my family. I shouldn't be talking like that. Yeah, like just more shows. Hopefully, I'm going to Edinburgh. As I said, I'm going to Edinburgh. I'm doing my own show. Not in Edinburgh, but I'm doing the Camden Fringe. Then I'm going to Edinburgh, and just pretty much throughout the whole of from then to the whole of next year, it's just putting in more work, because it's like this isn't like there's like, as they say, that you don't ever stop learning with this stuff. So
it's true.
You always learn new stuff, and there's never like a day where it's like, okay, I'm done. I've learned everything. Like, no, you always gotta keep always learning. Always keep learning.
It's a grind, man. You just got. It's all about being consistent, putting yourself out there, and this is why I wanted to start this podcast, by getting different people on their own journey, doing their own thing in their own way. And I'm pretty sure we'll hear more about you. Like, I'm coming to your show on the 4th of August.
Yeah, 4th
it's called
of August.
Mellow Madness, right?
Mellow Madness. Me and my boy Fitzgerald Hunger.
Exactly. Put the link in the description.
He's really funny as well. So come see us. You see 2 very funny black guys for the price of
1.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I wouldn't even say for the price of 1. It's like, it's £5 a ticket, man. Like,
yeah, come on, you can't. There's no excuses. I've already got I've already got a lot of people coming through.
Dope, man. I appreciate that.
Coming. The Pree Da Podcast tribe is coming to Camden Town, baby.
I like that. That's gonna be a lot of black folk in that bar.
Yeah,
more than they've ever seen. Like,
yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, thank you for taking the time out to come and check the podcast. And
thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure, man.
It's a good one. Well, you guys have been listening to Pree Da Podcast.
Yes,
it's your host Majaro. It's been Micah Hall. I'll see you guys on the 4th of August.
Yeah,
and I'll chat to you guys soon.
Yeah,
peace.
Said I wake up every morning, pray to God that I'm fixing up. Hope I'm never slipping up. Hear the money calling, need my peace to start getting up. Feeling like I'm blessed, but it came with a bit of luck. Feeling like you stressed, then the tension starts to fill you up. Need an intermission, yeah, they ain't the same lane as us. Come from different sticks, yeah, they're not the same range as us. They cop the pleas and top of teas, they're not hitting range with us. Keep a couple fairy